Hey, welcome back to episode 113 on SEO. This is Parth and Malhar back with you and talking about yet another interesting topic. Is link building dying or secretly thriving? Link building has been called dead, has been called interesting, it has been called, or rather, I would say, used and abused a lot. So, how is it evolving and does it still matter? We'll talk about all those things and more on today's session. So, join us. And if you are listening on the recording, uh, just jump in whenever you can. Every Mondays, 9:30 p.m. India time on the live session. Okay, over to you, Path.
Thank you, Malhar bhai. Thank you for setting the stage, and uh, we're glad to host these amazing conversations every single Monday. Based here in India, we try to host it at like 9:30 p.m. late at night to make sure that we are aligned to other time zones as well. People attending from Europe, UK, and US. Australia is difficult. It's very early morning for them. Uh, but here we are. And I am super excited for today's topic. And I'll just share a bit of thoughts that I have for today's topic. Um, in the digital marketing world and the folks surrounded by SEO, like we have been saying SEO is dead, and now apparently we have started talking about is link building dead too, which makes all of us wonder who is writing all of these obituaries. We all are making the SEO dead, the link building dead, and like whatnot. But if backlinks are dead, why are the budgets for backlinks skyrocketing? So, welcome to SEO Talk, and tonight we'll dig into whether link building is truly dying or secretly thriving. Over to
Okay,
you, Malhar.
all right, thank you so much. And with that, I'll start the proceeding. So, again, similar way, we'll cover the basics and then slowly go deeper into each of the topics. All right, let's start with the title itself, right? And like you just alluded to, what about link building do you think is dying? Because multiple studies still show backlinks and referring domains matter and they correlate with rankings. So, does correlation really equal causation in 2025 from a link building perspective?
Great question to start the session. And what I think is there is still a very, very high correlation of higher rankings pointing to higher number of citations in AI, which is backed by the number of backlinks, the number of referring domains, the number of quality backlinks, whether it's in the form of traditional backlinks or digital PR. But having said that, backlinks is not the sole driver as it used to be a decade ago in 2015. Things have diversified. We also need to take into consideration authority. Now, how do we consider authority in the form of backlinks? So, building a brand, getting links from authority websites, relevance in the form of backlinks, a lot of engagement user signals in form of backlinks. Like we just don't need a backlink. We need backlink which can drive referral traffic, which can drive the trusted signals from authority websites to our website. And if we refer to Ahrefs 2025 study, which clearly found out that the number one ranking result had four times more backlinks than the pages that were ranking from position 2 to position 10. So yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Thank you. Isha, would you have a perspective here?
Hey, hi Malhar, hi Parth. I mean, I don't have a separate different perspective. If you ask me, I am 100% aligned with what Parth said. Honestly, so whatever so far the correlation which people are also uh, analyzing in terms of AI, in terms of AI mentions, in terms of AI, how exactly any website or any brand is ranking in AI. One of the thing which has commonly came across is the brand mentions, the brand visibility across web, not just Google, across web. And I think that itself is directly proportionate to your link building. So that's my take.
Very nice, and I guess good inputs by both. But again, I'll go back and say, why do many SEOs still keep declaring that link building is dead?
Okay, maybe, I'll try to give a very sarcastic answer. Maybe because still they are not able to crack the right link building. That is why they're saying that link building is dead.
That was a good one. Honestly, a good one. But I don't know who in the world has been able to crack it also.
So
But
that's true. But I think, see, today only I was talking to one of my colleague. We need to understand in the whole world of SEO, there are only hardly 1 or 2% of people who are really doing link building like ring building. Most of the people are correlating backlinks or link building as either submissions or just ensuring that some or the other way we're getting the links. So that's one of the major reason, because of course those kind of link building is dead, because that's something which will never add value to your whole link building ecosystem. Now, the kind of link building which is really working is like a relationship building link building. Like, you're getting people talking about your brand. You're getting you're asking influencers to talk about it. It is exactly like the way social media has thrived, and people are using different modes of marketing to have their brand presence. Exactly the same way right now people need to think link building also. They just cannot expect that, okay, the web 2 platforms or these basic platforms are working. They have to be very smartly, strategically uh, find those opportunities and website, and those kind of quality brands and mentions, and those quality link building is till date working, and rather I would say they are actually thriving, because they are giving your brand presence across web, and they're giving more thumbs up to your brands.
very, very nicely put. Definitely, yes. Parth?
Yeah, totally agree on what Isha just mentioned. And still, there's a lot of buzz around quantity, like need to build 5 backlinks, 50 backlinks. There is no thought process or strategy before starting a campaign, link building campaign. Why do you want to build links on this page? I get to consult 8 out of 10 brands, clients who reach out to me. They want to build links. I ask what pages they want to build links. I just check their pages. They have zero internal links on those pages they want to build links. Like, if your website and the pages from your own website is not pointing to that particular page, why would an external person come and link? Like, so that's a very underrated thing that I've been observing. And it's been like now 2 years I've been repeatedly calling out. But yeah, that's how things are.
Oh, that's a nice perspective. Uh, so I'll go probably a little deeper in terms of what you just mentioned, Parth and Isha, in terms of uh, what happens to those link farms, right? The shady link farms and all the stuff that used to happen, or that still happens, I would say, right? It's still not gone. We still see a lot of people reaching out to us for link building, and we know, at least us from the industry know, that there is an entire link farm, shady link farms, or whatever you call it, right? uh, do you think it is the end of that and we'll only see high quality links, or even those shady link farms will survive?
Yeah, Isha, go ahead. Uh,
Um, uh, so first of all, my point here, Malhar, would be who decide these are shady link farms? It all depends on how exactly that link farm has been created. If that link farm is very naturally built, like people have people are putting up a lot of efforts in creating those like buying those park domains from ages and ensuring that they are being talking about specific platforms. To me, first question is, who define that they are shady link farms? Second point is, yes, if someone is actually exploiting uh, the whole link farm thing the way it was, like without putting up any thought process behind it, without thinking that, okay, what exactly I'm adding, what's the author name, how exactly the pages are being added, then uh, I mean, there's no direct case by, but yeah, in future they can be they can be, you know, parked. But honestly, I think from last update, where even Google itself a lot of time ignores if there are, you know, if there are not too many quality links, they try to prefer checking on the most qualified, or rather the most quality referrals which a website is getting. So that is a filtration which Google's, or rather currently all the AI platforms are themselves training their LLMs and other things are. So I personally feel that as a brand, uh, uh, of course, like as a brand, if you're putting up an effort and money on that link farm, that's a problem, because why will you, if you want to put up money and effort, put it on the quality rather than the quantity? But if any of these quantities are also built naturally, like somebody was pointing out somewhere and they added, you should just acknowledge that.
Absolutely. But
yeah, totally agree. I'll say, have we seen any Google's update for links in last recent years after COVID? I don't think so. Google's algorithm is smart enough. They are not pushing any updates. Even they have announced a year or 2 years back that you don't need to do upload the disavow list. Google's algorithm is smart enough to kind of like not put attention to those unworthy links, to be honest. So um, so there's still a gray area. People are like, there are no backlink based Google updates, and yeah, you don't need to disavow and all of that. So people are still building those links just to deliver the quantity of links, and there's the whole echo chamber going on. Um the Fiverr vendors who sell links, and there are other Facebook groups, and there are neighboring countries, I don't want to name them, the popular people selling links still. um so yeah, that's how things are. By the end of the day, its relevance, its authority, and those are the things that matter really.
okay, so I'll take that a little further in terms of what happens to the guest posting tactics or the broken link building tactics that were employed, I would say maybe a quarter back, or it's still being done at some point. What happens to those tactics? Is it dead, or it is going on in a different way?
Mm, oh, that's a fantastic question actually, and we can uncover multiple um, kind of thoughts around it. But yeah, we have a couple of, I think so. Monica had joined; she just left. But we have Lavish, we have Sandeep who has joined the session. Thanks for joining. Um, so to answer to your question, I think so. We need to think a traditional links, link insertions, and mass guest posting are losing traction, and the only reason in this particular time is we're not getting clicks for blue links, like because the SERP has changed. So there was a whole ranking competition who ranks first. But now, as keywords and keyword rankings is not a major SEO gameplay for most of the industries out there, for informational content, for a lot of other content formats. If you observe the SCRP for the keywords, for the phrases that you want to rank, and if there is still the blue link showing up and there is no featured snippet, no AI overviews, then there is a pure play game where you can push your blue link from position 6 to position 1 or 2 and get higher CTR. Again, it will never be in the range of 20 plus percentage CTRs. It would be 5-10% max. So yeah, so you need to do that reverse calculation or reverse engineer and do the ROI math calculation that, hey, if you're investing 3 months into a particular link building campaign, and if you're investing 3 months, this much amount of money, and even after that it ranks, is it going to stay there for next 6 months, a year? What about the SERP? Is it stable enough to invest? So all of these questions needs to be asked.
Isha, your thoughts, guest posting, broken link building, death of traditional link building.
Okay, so if you talk about guest posting, broken link building, I would say they still work. They again, so I would rather, I mean, here I would rather say that it is all about, as I mean, I'll just add to what Parth said. It's all about strategy. How, like, if a person is picking up an activity. So, for example, if I'm thinking of broken link, what am I analyzing? So there are like within the part of the broken link, you have multiple opportunities. One is, are you identifying your own old broken links, or are you trying to tap your competitors' broken links? There are multiple opportunities for each and individual strategy. It is all about which one is goes well with your set of business and brand. Uh, how are and I, as and then addition to that, how much time and effort and money will be invested in those activities, you have to calculate that as well. Like if it's uh, if if it's if it's really coming from the kind of websites where you where the chances of getting conversion is hardly uh, 0.02%, then you might not invest that particular time. You have to think of what sites those are, what opportunities those are. So that's my point number one. Like strategy, you need to think of each activity. Same goes with the guest post as well, because again, how are you utilizing that guest post? Are you utilizing this get guest post for your uh, for your own websites? Like you have, maybe you have created your own domains, you have created your own content creation websites, and you're utilizing them, or you are utilizing these guest posts as like mini PRs for you, where you are finding those opportunities, where you're outreaching to those sites, or rather you are partnered to those authors who write on those publications and creating a relationship ship to it. I'm certainly pointing out so many activities also here, but the whole point what I want to mention here is that none of these activities is dead. They're still in existence. It is all on how calculatively you are utilizing them for your brand and how much effort and planning is going ahead around these activities.
Oh, lovely. That was lovely. Again, Lavish, Athar, I know you have been here. If you guys want to come up on the stage, please let me know. I think I've just sent an invite to both. All right, we'll move on. And Parth alluded on this one a bit when he mentioned the entire AI overview part. So uh, I'll go on this and say, in the era of zero click, do you think there is still benefit in link building? Does it still matter? Hey, Lavish, good to see
Hi, how are you?
you. All good, right?
Yes. Hi, Parth. Hi, Isha.
Yeah.
Hey, Lavish, how's it going? What are you teaching your students
I'm
for link
teaching
building?
that
Like,
don't. I'm teaching that don't do SEO and do content creation about SEO.
So, Lavish,
Okay, cool, cool. Good to have you.
are you amongst the team SEO is dead, or are you among still those that okay, SEO is thriving and SEO is going to exist?
So it depends actually. If someone is paying me for doing SEO, then SEO is not dead. And if the budget is low, then it's dead.
Smart.
Sorry. It was little quick for me to digest also.
No, Malhar, you might not see. You are coming from the brand side, so you might not digest the whole thing as well because you're the one who's paying.
Exactly.
अरे काफी
So
लोगों का ब्रेड एंड बटर है.
yeah, but again, इतना डिफिकल्ट हो गया है, ऐसे लगता है कि भाई न्यूज़ आर्टिकल डलवाओ और भूल जाओ, अपना रैंक हो जाएगा.
Okay. So I was going to come on that and going to pick up. So is digital PR the rebranded version of link building?
आई वुड से यस, बिकॉज कुछ साइट्स हैं जो, जैसे बीच में आउटलुक का ट्रेंड आया था ना कि एकदम से रैंक हो रहा था एंड एवरीवन वाज मेकिंग मनी फ्रॉम एफिलिएट एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. नाउ सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग विद द न्यूज साइट्स. कुछ लिमिटेड साइट्स हैं जो चल रही है and they are ranking on top also. Plus में if you add the combination of less volume keywords but उन पे वो कमर्शियल कीवर्ड्स हों तो वो आपको मोनेटाइज भी करके दे देंगे. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मैं अपनी साइट पे ट्रैफिक भेजूँ. एट द एंड तो पैसा बनना चाहिए, तो मैं किसी और की साइट से पैसे बना लूँगा, लीड्स ले लूँगा वहाँ से. तो अभी तो इवन आई एम डूइंग दैट थिंग फॉर क्लाइंट्स.
Perfect. Parth?
Fantastic. Yeah, digital PR is something that overlaps with backlinks, traditional backlink building. But I think so. The whole concept of backlinks was about creating that like A is pointing to B, then your page could be discovered, and there'll be uh, the page rank algorithm was into the picture, and the link juice passed, and all of those concepts we are aware about. But digital PR is something that goes beyond traditional backlinks. So it helps in brand visibility. It not only gets you a link, but it also gets you a mention. A link is not a necessary function when you are doing digital PR, and at the same time, it helps you build reputation. So it's kind of like more of a holistic approach than the old traditional link building. That's what I would say.
No, definitely. And before I get Isha or Lavis to speak on the topic, I also wanted to give a shout out to Proma. I just saw that she has joined. Uh, Amazing person to interact with, loads of marketing knowledge with her. And she has been on SEO Talk earlier. And so glad to see you around, Proma. And I know I've sent you an invite already before welcoming you. So if you just want to jump in on the panel and share a few words about what you're doing and anything that can help on the topic, please jump over. All right, Isha, Lavish, over to you. Isha, I think you have not spoken. Is digital PR the new link building?
Yes, I think I would say that right now the best strategy for link building is digital PR. I mean, I think nowadays I am not sure about others, but it has become the most important thing in the scope of work of SEO itself, where we are pushing up our clients to ensure that at least every 6 months they should have digital PR around. Now even digital PR, that's why I said digital PR are becoming very strategic, because one is, as a brand you need to really think of uh, what kind of digital PR you are doing. One is like, if it's a product launch and if it's a basic news, it's very simple. But if there is no news and you have to create a news, that is becoming a challenge for people. Yes, one thing is for sure, with the PRs, you might not get exact link, but as Parth already said, you get good brand mentions. Those brand mentions itself create your credibility, which helps you in mentioning across platforms, across LLMs, across other channels as well. So, I mean, digital PR is hands down the right now the most important link building activity.
But like I guess you and Parth both mentioned, see the typical challenge from a very Indian side of the PR is you hardly get a backlink. It will still be a mention of your brand. So all that it can do is adds a reputation for you, uh, but not exactly a link. So uh, I'm going a little technical here in terms of, does it still help you from a ranking point of view because it's just a mention and not actually a link?
Um, to answer this, Malhar, I would say, where do you want yourself to rank? If it is till date Google, and I don't know if recently you have also, so there was a very subtle news, or rather in the industry, people had talked uh, where some, not directly Google spokesperson, but some people who in the SEO industry did a bit of a research where even brand mentions was not directly but indirectly Google was giving acknowledgement to the brand mentions as well, because they were utilizing these brand mentions as referral. Because I don't have the the article right now in front of me, but I remember I've read somewhere there was couple of people who did this research where they did multiple PRs to understand whether that helps in ranking or not, and they have seen there was a positive result. Because uh, because if I don't know, if you remember the basics of link building, it is more like link build. The whole objective of link building from Google was to create the credible, to check how credible the website is. And they never said that the credibility is going to be checked only if your link is being added to it. That was never been directly said. And I think initially, as Pat said, their algorithm is right now completely AI based. Their algorithm is now not the way it was earlier. So that algorithm itself is now mature enough to understand that brand mentions has to be acknowledged enough to to give an additional credibility to it. Because I have seen, uh, so I'll tell you a recent study of one of our domain itself. It is a hardly 2 or 3 years old domain. We suddenly saw a huge spike in the domain authority, and when we went, all we saw was that somebody in multiple locations were creating screenshot of those domains, like taking screenshots, small videos of those domains and putting up on social media. And only that has given the domain authority spike. So which clearly also create a correlation that it is not just about link specific, because if we really go into this dynamics, then our old school book will also say that okay, if I'm getting a link from a particular domain, and if it is only one link, it will be counted as one, because it is all about referral domains as well. But now that's also not the case. It is all about virality. It is all about how much you have been talking about your own brand. So things are very different compared to the way earlier are. I feel nowadays people should do more R&D, or rather people should understand very thin lines between things. That's very important.
Wow, that was very, very, very good. Yeah. Proma, I know you've just been here, so if you want to say anything, add anything, or ask.
Cool. We'll continue, and I think so. Similar thoughts of what Isha shared, and yeah, we have Proma back. So yeah, over to
Yeah,
you, Proma.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there
That's
was.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Good to be back after such a long time and seeing all the faces here again. And this is a great topic. So I'll just share one thing. There are tons of things actually. Link building, as Isha very rightly said. There is so much that is going into it right now. To tell you the truth, despite being uh, having so much experience in marketing, I couldn't make my own agency rank on Google after I moved to the Netherlands, because it was like already a very packed market, and I had to find like different ways of reaching people and getting seen. So like Isha mentioned, it was more about getting people to know who I am, and letting them see me on LinkedIn, be it on Twitter, X, whatever. So it has been a different approach altogether. But yes, digital PR also has helped, but not in the way of link building. Every time I would share a snippet of that I have been published here, that would add to the credibility part of it. So, not really the technical part, but definitely the qualitative part of it. The other thing, a very, very interesting one, this one, I went to this networking event, which was kind of like, founders were pitching to get some funding on their products. So one of the founders had a very interesting product, and it was you can build your website in 5 minutes. What kind of website it is not Wix, it is not like none of those. It is basically a chat GPT version of your product. So basically, you come there, there is this window over there, and there are some FAQs about that particular website. And once you have those answered, if there is anything else you want to ask, like, can you do this for me? How much will this cost? You just chat, right? It is almost like chatting with the owner or something of that sort. I'm not doing justice by describing what it was, but this was it. And the reason it got shot down was because everybody said, what happens with link building? Because you do not have content on your website, there are no blogs, so this will not take off. Why would somebody want to invest or buy a website from you for even if it is set up in 5 minutes, if it does not have link building in it, right? So I was in talks with this person. He did not pursue this. But the one thing I told him was that do not shoot down this idea just because you think it is all about link building, because we also have GEO right now, right? You just have to make sure that whoever is building their new product or service, they have to plant their keywords or whatever they want to mention. Okay, we had a lot of different strategies to make this happen, but it is a possibility. So it is almost like, link building will never die in essence, because it's an essence. It is there to serve a purpose. And the end purpose is to get seen as a authority. Now it will come in different avatars, like be it digital PR, be it GEO. As essence, it will never die, but it will keep changing forms. That is how I see it. So yeah, that's me. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Very well put.
I think so. Link building is has evolved and it has multiple forms for sure. Digital PR is the need of the hour, considering the factors that these LLMs require is the user signals, the authority, and obviously, we want our brand to be mentioned on an authority website where the answer or the content is being fetched from. So if we are prompting LLM and if we want our brand to be listed in a particular listicle form where we are asking a question, so that's very very important for sure. And apart from this, it is also important if you look at the commercial landing pages and the things that used to work back in 2023, 2022, 2024. We should not go away from it. If there were 800 referring domains pointing to your landing page and you are competing well, you are ranking in top 3, you should still closely monitor and maintain those quality backlinks. They might keep on dropping, they might change their pages, but it's the foundation that has helped you to rank in the past couple of years. And at that time, the nature of the SERP was pure blue links, like 8, 10, 12 blue links with top stories or local packs or whatnot. So while this transition is going on, you should not miss on the backlinks that you had gained in the past, and always keep a close eye on the referring domains of your competitors.
Okay, thank you. And I have a question from Atul. So, Atul, I have also sent you an invite to join on the panel, but just in case you don't like to, uh, I'm just picking up your question, but feel free to join the panel also and share your question or add a thought to it. Okay. So, the question he has is can we dominate SERP without getting paid digital PR and paid guest post? Yeah, Parth.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Atul is still here. Thanks for asking this, Atul. And yeah, any one of you who doesn't want to join or because you are in a noisy environment, whatever is the reason, you can also ask a question by dropping a reply to the tweet that we have shared. So that's also one of the other ways of putting out a question. We'll pick it up from there and we'll answer. Thanks, Atul, for asking this question. I really appreciate it. Yes, there are creative ways to earn PR links for free. I have a couple of platforms on top of my head. One of them is Quoted, the other one is featured.com. Um, Again, Haro is back. Um, there is a particular thing for B2B Haro, something I forgot the name. But yeah, there are multiple different platforms you can find where you can go ahead and contribute and you can be as creative as possible. And yeah, you can earn those links. I will give you an example of uh, let's go 5 6 years back when getting those blue ticks on social media profiles was not commercial, that you pay something every month and you get the blue tick. But at that point in time, like just pre-COVID 2017 18, if you wanted a blue tick on your Facebook profile or Instagram profile, you needed those 10, 15, 20 features. You should be featured on a news website, and then you fill up a form and submit it, and then there are high chances that you might get a blue tick. So in those times, people used to find creative ways to get listed on those PR websites. So they get a blue tick, which was a very shiny object back then. Um, yeah. So yeah, there are ways, people have found creative ways to figure that out.
Okay, so just for information, quoted here is QWOTED and not QUOTTED. Okay, so that is one. Second part mentioned featured.com. Third example, I would also probably put as you can search on Twitter for hashtag journo request, and you could find some opportunities. You can utilize those opportunities as well. Harrow still remains one of the best ways, though it was taken down for a while. It is back again, so it's dicey, little dicey at this moment, but you can still try out your luck because it was one of the best platform. All right. Uh, Hope this helps, Atul. If not, again, you can just read back your question or just come on the panel and we can pick it up. All right. Okay, let's move ahead then. And this one, because a lot of you spoke about PR, digital PR, and all those stuff. But what happens in that today's world of 90% AI overview, zero click, etc.? Does it still matter? Does it do digital PR or link building still help you because you want to rank, or it's just for visibility? But
Can I take
yes,
this?
Proma, please feel good.
Yeah, thanks. So I would say it is more for visibility right now. Like the target has kind of changed in my from my point of view. Um, the best thing would be to make sure that even if anybody is asking a question about our particular niche or industry, our website gets mentioned by AI if we really want to like get seen. Because let's get real, it was very difficult to rank initially as the first 10 or on the first page itself. And now with Gemini coming up with those excerpts and easy answers, people do not bother to scroll as much, right? And they will pick up the first few whatever they see, and then the next thing they will do is go to social media. Depending on if it is a B2B, then they'll go to LinkedIn or they'll go to Instagram to see who is behind it, what are they talking about, and how any reviews, etc. Right? So that is the end of it. They might just scroll to the first half of the page. So it's not just being there on the first page itself, you have to make it to the top, 3 or 4. And we have sponsored links as well, so it is a tough fight, I would say. Visibility, definitely. Yeah, so pretty much that. Thanks.
No, very, very aptly put. And that's what I meant because 90% of your screen is covered by AI overviews or something else, your schemas, etc. Right? The links would probably be second, third, fourth, right? So, yeah, does it still matter? Parth? Parth, if you're speaking,
Yep.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So my answer to that question would be, if we look at the current trends, for sure, I am totally aligned with what Proma shared. And because most of AI overviews source those synthesized answers from top ranking pages. And it's an indirect but a powerful way to secure through digital PR. Uh, Totally aligned. Yep.
All right. Atul is also here. Atul, you want to say something? Okay. Atul, if you're speaking, you're on mute. Yes. Okay. Atul, if you have something to contribute, please go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So, हाय एवरीवन। सो बहुत अच्छा डिस्कशन चीज़ें चल रहा है। तो मेरा यहाँ पे पॉइंट्स यही है, जैसा कि अतुल ने भी ये क्वेश्चंस पूछा था डिजिटल प्यार से लेके या पेड लिंक को लेकर के। और नॉर्मली अभी लोगों में यही क्वेश्चन रहता है कि बैकलिंक्स को लेकर के हमें फ्री बैकलिंक करनी चाहिए या पेड गेस्ट पोस्ट करनी चाहिए, डिजिटल प्यार करनी चाहिए, हमें क्या करना चाहिए? अभी बहुत कुछ चीज़ें चलती है ना अराउंड एसईओ। तो हम अराउंड एसईओ में बैकलिंक्स को लेकर के बहुत सारे कन्फ्यूजन लोगों के अंदर आज भी है कि क्या बैकलिंक डेड हो गया? अगर नहीं है तो कैसे बनाने चाहिए? किस तरह बनाना चाहिए? और लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स। सो उसका बहुत ब्यूटीफुल जवाब पर्थ ने दिया था कि इस चीज़ों को कैसे हम डिजिटल प्यार को अप्रोच कर सकते हैं फ्री में। ऑफ कोर्स मैं भी जिस प्रोडक्ट पे काम करता हूँ या इंडस्ट्री सास में काम कर रहा हूँ, मैं एक भी पेड गेस्ट पोस्ट या पेड डिजिटल प्यार वगैरह नहीं कर रहा हूँ। उसके फ्री अप्रोचेस हैं कुछ ऐसे भी, आप चाहे ट्विटर का यूज़ कर सकते हैं या फिर कुछ ऑपरेटर हैं गूगल पे जा करके मैगज़ीन वर्ड डाल करके अपनी इंडस्ट्री को और फिर ऐसे न्यूज़ एडिटर को अप्रोच कर सकते हैं। इट्स अ टाइम टेकन, मंथ में 1-2 बैकलिंक हो सकता है आपको मिल जाए या अर्निंग बैकलिंक उसे बोल सकते हैं, चीज़ें हो सकती है। बट रिलाई ऑन बैकलिंक के ऊपर मैं बात करूँ कि जो फ्री की बैकलिंक आजकल जो लोग बनाते हैं, फोरम सबमिशंस, प्रोफाइल सबमिशंस और लॉट्स ऑफ सबमिशंस, तो वो एक इनिशियल डोमेन के लिए अगर ज़ीरो फ्रेश डोमेन है तो आप यूज़ कर सकते हो। बट अगर आपकी डोमेन की अथॉरिटी ठीक-ठाक इट्स ओके, सो मुझे लगता है कि ये वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है कि ऐसे बैकलिंक्स पर काम करना। आप डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस करिए, कंटेंट पे काम कीजिए और बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो सर पे डोमिनेट कर सकते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि जो डिजिटल पीआर कर रहे हैं या बैकलिंक्स बना रहे हैं, उसी पे ही सारी चीज़ें सर प सारा चीज़ रहेगा। क्योंकि गूगल का जो एल्गोरिथम है, मैकेनिज़्म है अगर उसकी हम बात करें, तो सिर्फ़ लिंक बिल्डिंग के ऊपर नहीं है। बहुत कुछ चीज़ें गूगल अपने सर्च इंजन को बना के रखा है। तो इन्फॉर्मेशन सारी जगह से आ रही है। यूज़र कैसे सर्च कर रहा है, किस तरह सर्च कर रहा है और यूज़र को किस तरह रिज़ल्ट दिखाना है, ये गूगल उसी आर्किटेक्चर पे काम करता है। तो बैकलिंग स्टिल मैटर, बट उसको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से यूज़ कर रहे हो अगर अपने इंडस्ट्री के लिए, अपने डोमेन के लिए, तो इट्स गुड आई थिंक। बट अंधाधुंध बैगलिंग बनाना है कि भाई डोमेन अथॉरिटी चेक करो, डीए चेक करो, डीआर चेक करो, बैगलिंग बनाओ, सिर्फ बैगलिंग बनाओ, तो वो कहानी कहीं न कहीं बिगड़ जाएगी, रिज़ल्ट पे इम्पैक्ट आएगा, मेरा यही मानना है। मैं तो फ्री के बैगलिंग बहुत कम बनाता हूँ या अपनी टीम को भी ब कम बनाने देता हूँ। मैं बहुत अप्रोचेज़ यही है कि सिंपल अच्छी बैकलिंक, चाहे वो उसकी अथॉरिटी पे हम नहीं जाते हैं, उसकी रिलेवेंसी है, कुछ ट्रैफ़िक है, अच्छा है, वैल्यू ऐड कर सकता है, तो हम करते हैं। तो मेरे बैकलिंक पे यही टेक है। सो ओवर टू यू पार्थ, आपका क्या चीज़ है बोल सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
No, superb, superb. Actually,
Yes.
what I wanted to pick up, because this particular term came when Athor spoke and also earlier when Proma spoke, right? Domain authority, right? So, does that still matter, or are we considering that as a vanity signal at this point of time?
Great question. I'll quickly answer and then probably Vijay, you can go. Uh, yeah, Tor, I agree. And for domain authority, I think so. Um, I would say domain rating and domain authority have been misused by all the backlink sellers, vendors, and SEO professionals. So now the real definition of domain authority is in the gameplay, and it includes everything like building brand, uh, building authority overall, adding reputation to your website, a lot of social signals, and natural UGC content speaking about your brand and whatnot. So with respect to backlinks, I don't think so. DA has any correlation at this point in time. But yeah, over to you, Vijay, if you want to add any pointers.
Yes, it's matter until your website has like not got eaten by any core update. So let's say, for example, I have two properties, like personal properties, where I have like crossed 75 DA, have achieved like almost 2 million backlinks. But if I look at right now, link report, there is only 250 backlinks. So what I'm trying to say is, if you like got backlinks from Wikipedia, if you got backlink from MSN, it doesn't matter until and unless your website is like going good with core update and etc. So having 75 DA still doesn't make any sense if your website got hit.
All right. Yeah, that was good. Good comment to make. Uh, Let me take this final one because I know we are just a minute away. So,
And
2025.
yes, since last 2 years, like I have been observing like reducing external links count since like from GSE. I've been like reporting this to Barry so many times. But yeah, like Google is like not passing that much of value for external links. So I have like couple of properties I've seen like lost of external link count, like almost 1.5x compared to last 2 years. But there is something like uh, going on since last 2 years after HCU. If you guys have like observed anything related to like this pattern, please let me know.
Definitely, Vijay. Thank you. Yes, Isha, please.
Malhar, coming to your question where you said that domain authority matters, uh, I'll actually answer this more from the agency side, and this is something which I've told earlier also. So, A, I think most of us know that to some extent, domain ranking is like an alternative of Google's page rank, because now Google have stopped showing page rank to the website. And I 100% agree to what Vijay said, that if my website is not ranking on any specific keywords, and even if I'm getting a particular domain authority, it doesn't matter to me. But from an agency standpoint, a lot of times, a lot of times to have these vanity checks is very important to convince the client, because there are times where your performance is not good, you're not able to convince on the other factors, then sometimes domain authority comes handy. uh, Specifically if you are talking to the digital marketing team, because they also have to go up and show the numbers on the top, that okay, irrespective we're not getting ranked, but at least our authority of the page is getting better. Secondly, I don't know if Vijay, you have done that, but what I am personally doing is, so there are like two case scenarios which I'm currently observing. One is, there are websites who doesn't have any domain authority, but still they are ranking for a huge set of keywords, and I'm try to find the correlation between it, that how they are, because we need to understand. And I think right now in the whole link building perspective which we are talking at this point of time are mostly external links. We are actually forgetting internal links also, because a lot of times these internal links as well adds the value to it, and we need to uh, uh, and I always say, as an SEO expert, let us not just rely on one particular metrics to conclude any particular thing. Try to create and identify different scenarios. uh, like if my DA is improving and my ranking is not improving, this is the first question which you yourself should ask, that why is it the case? Is it that my uh, uh, is it there somewhere I'm going wrong? Is it that my whole link building activities is around something else? Or is it my domain is so old that these are my old generated links? So like one of our recently for one of our client, we were just telling them that, you know, you are the one who are the most aged in that particular domain doesn't mean that you will always perform in terms of revenue. You need to understand and try to see that what other of your competitors are also doing in your industry. And as I think Atul also mentioned, Vijay also mentioned, there are a lot of other factors which we miss out uh, when we are basically putting up these things. Because I would say that don't check domain authority, page authority as just individual factor. I will come back to the same question which Parth has said. When you start doing that, question yourself, why are you creating this link? What is your objective behind it? Then all of this might make sense to you.
Oh, fantastic. And in interest of time, right? I know we are little overboard. I'll push this last question. 2025 ending, 2026 just coming along. What should be our link building strategy, or should we really have a link building strategy? Final answers, each one of you.
Real quick, I'll just answer. I would still say build enough internal links, and then if still there are commercial pages, commercial 2 3 phase keywords where there's still competition in the blue link SERP, go for it. Otherwise, focus on a bunch of different other things, semantic concepts and internal linking.
Fantastic.
I would say like try to build a relationship, uh, no matter what is your niche or anything. So let's serve one example. Like our case study released on Microsoft Clarity. So we use SDK, and we saw like there are a bunch of case studies released by Microsoft recently. So our product team like reach out to Microsoft. Hey, let's we will say like how Clarity help us get to 20 million users. Like find what is not working, what is working, and this is how like we pitched Microsoft Clarity, and recently we got like backing from Microsoft Clarity. So yeah, this is all about like build a relationship, you know.
Superb. Relationship better, or I would say relationship is more important than just link building. All right. Isha, final thought.
Mine will be, I mean, one thing which I am right now doing separately is um, link building is now being an additional scope of work in my SEO campaign. I am not selling link building the way it was earlier. That okay, the way, like if you're paying an X amount as a retainer, I'm doing link building. So one word for this would be that utilize link building, have link building, but have it strategically. Ensure that you are being paid rightly. Think what you are doing, why you are doing. Uh, be it internal link, be it external link, become a strategic link building partner to your brands and not just any link building.
Right. Fantastic. Yes, Vijay.
Uh, yeah, one last tip from my end. If you are like take a, like let's say for example Medium or Subtract, don't try to like just posting anything, but try to like build your you know following, or like treat like Medium as like there are like you posting for build your audience, not for just SEO purpose. So like I used to like give advice to my like team members, don't post anything just sake of backlink, and you won't believe we got like almost 600 backlinks from Medium. We are not doing anything just for like got backlink from Medium, but we are building audience from Medium, from Substack. So we just like need to make sure we are like doing this activity for building audience, and like building uh, domain, topical authority. It can be Medium or Subtrack or anything.
All right, fantastic. And with that, I guess I need to wrap up. Lovely having each one of you sharing your thought. Uh, Thank you so much, and to all the folks in the audience, appreciate your support and being around here. Some of the speakers who joined earlier, Proma, Athor, and Lavish, thank you to you guys also for sharing your perspective. All right, with that, have a lovely, lovely week ahead. Have a super fantastic, profitable week as well. Till we meet again next Monday. Bye bye.